What's up, everybody? I'm Kristen. You guys don't know me from my last video, but that may be why you're here now. So, I'm Kristen, just to introduce myself, and just in case you're here by chance, like you were looking for that last video about Instacart, this video is still going to be about Instacart. I'm actually thinking about leaving Instacart, so I'm going to tell you about that and then tell you about my $150 batch that I just got the other day, which I think the OG Instacart gang refers to those types of batches as unicorn batches. So anyway, I'm going to give you a little thing on that, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I am, kind of segue into who I am and why I want to do my channel and why I even got involved into Instacart in the first place. Like, let's address that first. If you happen to find this video before my last video, and that's the one that you were looking for, I'll link it up here so that way you can go to it. Just in case you really, that was like your true intent was to see that video. This is for my people who are vibing with me from that video. So, I mean, if you click this video by mistake, it's not a mistake. I'm glad to have you. So an official, huge welcome to my channel, because I am new here to YouTube. New, but like not new, like new just putting content out. Like obviously everybody has had a YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with Reddit, you can get on Reddit and see, like, go through the Instacart shopper community and subscribe to that if you're interested, and that will, you'll be able to see like random people that post. They'll post like their days and they'll post pictures like, what the fuck type of batch is that? Like they're pretty insightful as well when it comes to Instacart. So the Reddit, honey, when I looked up delivery, it tells me 18 miles. What the fuck? This is exactly what I'm talking about. So like you'll see like real shit like from actual Instacart drivers and shoppers that post their shit, and there's the next post. Kidding, right? So considering leaving Instacart, I started back in October of last year. I was given a week break from my job. Everybody gets a week break. I don't want to miss out on a week's pay. And I had a friend that was doing Instacart. She's a stay-at-home mom. So it seemed easy enough. December, they did the different pay structure, and this new pay structure is fucked up. And there are a lot of other videos that are on YouTube that I'm gonna have to refer you to, because all I know is my side money is not coming in like it used to, and that's enough for me to be like, what the fuck? My main source of income pays very well, so this is not money that I have to have. So it's not a hard decision for me to leave Instacart, even though it kinda is. I told you I started Instacart in October of last year. I got my first unicorn batch. It was $150. Heavy order pay was also included in that order. So it was a Publix order, and thank God Publix is so flexible. Like, they're so nice and so personable there. So I literally 3 buggy loads worth. And by the time I was on my last one, they had already had my 2 already loaded up, ready to go, rung up for me. So that was perfect. Got to the customer's house, and as far as like her waters, she had a whole bunch of waters. Now I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, y'all are legit, like, y'all are heavy loading up for the Super Bowl early, or y'all have a big ass family reunion planned or some shit, or y'all's family is big as fuck. So I get there, she told me that she had just been in a car accident, so she couldn't do the heavy lifting, and of course I'm going to help her get her shit in her house, you know what I mean? Like, that's just common courtesy. But truthfully though, I will not do that. You will find with Instacart, there are some things that are going to be extremely frustrating and extremely irritating when you're shopping that order, and when you have so much shit and you get to your location, you see it's an apartment building, and then you realize that those motherfuckers are on the 3rd floor, and then they open the door and they're a completely able-bodied motherfucker that could have went to the store and got the shit themselves. It dawns on you then, now I know why you paid somebody to go get the shit for you. So there is some shit to this that just like any job is frustrating. Yes, it's grocery shopping, and yes, it's easy, but if you're an introvert like me, that's why this is a side hustle for me, because I would never do this shit full time. Like, I can't deal with the crowds, the people, the public. My full-time job, I don't deal with the public, and it's only a few motherfuckers that I actually work with. And two, I feel like for them to kind of like fuck with people's money, like, it's kind of fucked up. I mean, like, even though this is just my side job, like, there are people out there that can't get anything else and that really do depend on this money. So, I don't know, I just think it's really unfortunate that, like, they take people's tips. Let me get back to my story. I have gone off on a whole tangent. She had said, I'm really glad that they have a service like this. And I said, oh yeah, absolutely. Because I'm thinking, like, of course, just like I explained, like how things are frustrated whenever you get to people that are completely fine enough to go to the store for the store themselves. And then you come across people who really do or really needed somebody to go to the store for them. And I told her, like, for reasons like that, like, this is totally perfect for you, for people like that. Like, you know, like if you have something like that happen, I said, but honey, your grocery bill, $500. We were on the third damn buggy, and we were already at like damn near $300. So we rang up $200 more worth of shit, and I said, oh my God. You know, I told her, I said, honey, your grocery bill, $500. She said, oh honey, yeah. She said, that's three. She said, 3 boys will do that to you. I said, 3 boys, hot damn. And then she proceeds to say, and to think it'll only last a week, bruh. What? Now listen, I can't do math worth the fuck, but 2 bands, $2,000 on groceries a month. She said, now I tipped you $120. So if you don't get that, you call me. And I'm thinking, one, Instacart doesn't show the number of the customer, and I'm not gonna ask you for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, Instacart better do what the fuck they're supposed to do and run me my $120 if that's what you put in for my tip. So I went to go look at my earnings last night. Now, that was Tuesday. Okay, so this was the only order that I did. I told you that it was $150. That was what was offered to me, my earnings estimate. $148, and break down the batch payment. And it says that my customer tip was $125.96, which must have been Instacart's percentage, but she told me specifically that she tipped me $120. And for that to then be $118, like, listen, I'm not petty over $2. I will never be petty over $2. This is not my full-time job. I don't depend on this money, but I am going to tell you that as far as a tip goes, you don't touch somebody's tip. That is the gratuity from the customer to the shopper. Like, you don't get to fuck with that. If you want to charge them on a different tip or like on some different shit, then you do that. But as far as the actual customer tip goes and them adjusting that, that's bullshit. And then for them to tell you, if you see that, it's got like a little information I right there by that, and it says adjustments, customer tip. Adjustments to an order may result in a change in the total tip amount, as tips are a percentage of the order total. Now, they didn't tell me, I didn't get a notification that that tip was fucking altered. So that just makes me feel like, had I not checked that, I wouldn't know that. Now, am I gonna take the time and go back through my batches and see how much they probably should have run me? No, I'm not gonna do that. Again, because this is my part-time job. Like, I'm not that petty, but some motherfuckers need their shit. Like, some people need every fucking penny. And for Instacart to, again, mess with the actual tip, you can charge the customer whatever service fee, whatever terms and agreements, whatever other bullshit in your clause type shit that you can get a fee off of, you should be able to charge them. But as far as the tip goes, you should not fuck with that. And that's where I don't fuck with Instacart. At the end of the day, this is still your time and this is still your effort. Whenever you go and you shop for people, you shop as if you're shopping for yourself. You're not gonna buy a moldy thing of fucking raspberries and bring that back to your fucking house. So you're not gonna do that to your customer either. Like, So there is still effort that goes into this shit. And no, you don't have a boss. Yes, you are an independent contractor, but you still, at the end of the day, if you're a decent human being, you still want to leave a good name, not just for yourself, but for the name of Instacart too. So for you to take my little $2, that's fine, you can take that, but that leads me to think that you've probably taken more from me, and that I'm not with. So leaving Instacart will be bittersweet. That was the plan anyway. This is not anything that's long-term for me. Like I said in my last video, if this is something that you have to do full-time, I absolutely get it. Do your shit, get your shmoney. But for somebody who has another full-time job, has another source of income, you're gonna find that some things are just not worth your time. And I'm gonna leave it there. So that just kind of brings me to, just like everybody else, has had a YouTube for a long time. And over the years, I just always thought that maybe there was a place here for me. YouTube can just open so many doors as it does. Creativity is something that I've always had. I just haven't always known how to express it or what outlet I should use to express that. Nor did I even have the confidence to. Like, I knew that I could probably do YouTube. I knew that, like, just with my craft and the fact that I love videography, I knew that I could get good. And I was inspired by so many different people that are on YouTube that vlog, and I'm thinking, like, I could really probably do this. Everybody says just do it. So here I am. And I hope that y'all are gonna ride this wave with me, because I wouldn't want anything more than that. I wanna be able to meet new people, travel. Jones and I don't have kids, and Jones is my guy. That was a perfect little segue. And I'm 27, I have no kids, which is crazy. And neither does Jones, which is even crazier, because that's just not common. I cuss like a sailor, so I'm so sorry if that is not your cup of tea, but that ain't fixed for me yet. So, you know, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I do love kids. Kids are my absolute passion. It's a little bittersweet for me to be 27 and not have kids, and for the majority of my friends to have kids. I feel a little left behind, but also I know that everything happens in God's timing. When we're ready for family planning, we will hop on that train. We definitely talk about it. We talk about marriage, we talk about all that. So I'm excited for you all to meet him. I do have one older sister by 2.5 years. Jesus is my main. Just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. I might cuss, honey, I might hoop, I might holler, but Jesus is my main. I used to be 286 pounds. I was almost 300 pounds at one point in time. I now sit at 187, 8-ish. I've already lost 100 pounds. Stay tuned for my next video next week. I am gonna be talking about my weight loss journey. So if that's something that you're interested in, or if you're wanting to kind of slim down, just wondering what I ate in a day or what I eat now to try to maintain that, I'm gonna do a video on that next week, so stay tuned for that. That will be up next Saturday. I've got 4 tattoos. I love to eat, and I love to cook. So you can see why 286 was achievable, because eating signed me the fuck up. You go anywhere and you eat and you cool with me and you don't invite me, we're not cool. We're not as cool as I think we are, because you would know I need a meal. I love naps. Bro, if a girl doesn't get her nap, I'm a whole monster. I'm a whole monster out here in these streets. Don't fuck with me, don't look at me wrong. I'm a problem. I'm also a late bloomer. My birthday is May 20th. I was supposed to be born May 6th. 2 weeks late. That is the only excuse I will ever need for me being late now in life. I hate scary movies. My favorite flowers are sunflowers and hydrangeas. I'm from Tennessee. Obvi, born and raised. Knoxville, born and raised. This video is probably long enough. What's the most annoying question that people ask you? People don't ask me now, but this right here, my upper lip. I have eczema. A few years ago, I got an eczema patch right up at like right here. And if anybody who has eczema, you know, like just the inflammation, just the itchy, the scratchy, the dry, it's just really bad. So, and the constant tension on your skin causes the pigmentation in your skin to change. And that's what happened. So I am a victim of hyperpigmentation. I'm actually already undergoing treatment for that. So I got in with my dermatologist last month, honey. She said it'll take a while, it'll take about 3 months to all the way even out. And I'm like, girl, write my prescription. What are some small things that make your day better? Ooh, flowers, food, naps, and just an I love you or an I miss you for my pumpkin. What's one responsibility you really wish you didn't have? Ha! Bills. This video is long enough. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. I'm gonna try my upload schedule to be every Saturday. I'm not big on social media. I closed my Facebook a year ago. My dad passed, it hasn't been open since. So have to open that back up, have to open the Twitter and get involved with you guys. Give me some time to do that because I'm such a social media like black sheep. I don't know what the fuck is going on half of the time. If you stayed this long, I really do appreciate it. If you didn't, I appreciate it. Please give my video a thumbs up if you fuck with it. If you fuck with me, subscribe. I'll be here, hopefully for the long haul. And again, I really do hope you guys ride that wave with me. And until next Saturday, I'll see y'all then.